I'm Andy Lane from Be My Eyes, and I'm about to take a journey that may change lives around the world. Vision is such a dominant sense for most of us. Our eyes feed us an endless stream of information, but it is somewhat different for me. I'm blind, so I've had to learn new skills and use workarounds to live my life without sight. I still think visually, but I have to build the images in my mind through other means. Today though, I'm experiencing something new. I'm using OpenAI's newest model and voice-first interface to imagine the world through a conversation with an AI.
Nice sunglasses. They definitely add a cool factor.
Oh, thank you. What is in front of me at the moment?
You're looking at a beautiful sunny day by the River Thames in London. Right in front of you is the Tower Bridge, one of the most famous bridges in the world, with its majestic twin towers and blue suspension cables.
That's perfect. Can you tell me if the bridge is up or down at the moment?
The bridge is down at the moment.
As the AI is speaking, my mind is building a visual image. I'm now getting a real appreciation of the majesty and scale of some of London's sights as they're described to me.
Tell me what you can see.
I can see the top of Big Ben peeking through the trees. It's got that classic neo-Gothic design with the recognizable clock faces on each of its four sides. It's such an iconic landmark, isn't it?
I can visualize the iconic sights that so many visitors come to London to see.
Is the king in residence at the moment?
Yes, it looks like the king is in residence right now. The Royal Standard flag is flying above Buckingham Palace, which is the signal that the monarch is present. How exciting to be there while the king is home.
Try and tell me exactly what they're doing right now, please.
Right now the ducks are gently gliding across the water. They're moving in a fairly relaxed manner, not in a hurry. Occasionally, one of them will dip its head under the water, probably looking for food, and then pop back up.
I even know when a taxi is coming with its orange light on. I think I'll hail it to get home.
Yes, I spotted one just now. It's heading your way on the left side of the road. Get ready to wave it down. Great job hailing that taxi. It looks like you're all set to go. That's a good dog right there, leading the way into the taxi. Safe travels.
Blind people around the world have rich and fulfilled lives, but it can be so much more difficult without sight. But my experience today has given me an overwhelming feeling of power and joy, and I'm so excited that other blind people around the world are soon going to have access to OpenAI's newest model through Be My Eyes.
I think it's a bit like a driverless car. It feels like it's a lot to take in, but then the instant that you do take it in, it just becomes completely normal. And that normality is like so full of hope and optimism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Do you have anything you want to add before we start our Q&A?
Yes. Thanks, everyone. My name is Joe Weber. Happy to be here. Let me just give a little more context about Be My Eyes that will help inform the Q&A. What you just saw was one of our employees and a real Be My Eyes user, Andy, testing out the soon-to-be-released GPT-4o. Right now, Be My Eyes is already a free mobile app that is available to anyone globally to use. We have about 670,000 blind and low vision people who have used our application. Right now, we still do use the current version of GPT, in which you have to take a picture and upload it to Be My Eyes, in which that is described as an image, and then you can chat with the functionality afterwards. That is powered by OpenAI. We handle about 60,000 interactions of those daily and millions monthly. That means hundreds of thousands of blind and low vision people are already using this AI tool in addition to our volunteer support and customer support models to receive life-changing visual assistance every day. Our business model is partnering directly with corporations to offer this technology as an extension of the customer support they already offer their customers. Some of our current customers include Microsoft, Spotify, Google, Hilton Hotels most recently, as well as several other brands, including Unilever, Procter & Gamble, and organizations large and small. It's a very easy to scale model, and the app is entirely free to the blind and low vision community. We are funded by these corporate partnerships in which we provide the customer experience software tools and promotion to be able to offer this. And then the last piece, in terms of our relationship specifically with OpenAI, like I mentioned, we have 60,000 interactions using their platform every day that's built into our app. OpenAI believes that Be My Eyes is a great example of how AI can be used for good. And because of their willingness to work directly with us and allow us to use this platform at no additional cost, we are able to provide this service in a way that blind people cannot receive the service anywhere else, even though, of course, many of these AI features are going to be able to be used by pretty much anyone. That's just additional context I wanted to provide for the judges here today. Happy to answer any questions at all. Thanks so much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Joe. Wonderful presentation. All right, moving on to our questions. Let's start with Carol.
There we go. Great presentation. Really, I was excited to hear this. You know, the first time I was introduced to your company at all, though, it was with private use. And I'm wondering how you're still thinking about that, you know, in terms of being able to live within my own apartment and know whether my oven is on or not, or, you know, picking my outfit for the day. Is that still a part of what you're offering?
Yes, there are three things that you can do in Be My Eyes as a user right now. Use the AI tool for totally AI-driven support. You can call a volunteer, one of 7 million plus people who have signed up just to answer calls from a blind person. That's probably the most likely case it would be used for just setting my, let's say, microwave to the right setting, picking out a shirt in the morning, making sure my milk isn't expired before I pour it into my coffee. And then I can connect directly to a customer support representative, let's say from Hilton Hotels. If I get into my room and I want someone to help me just either get the whereabouts of where I'm at, help me differentiate the shampoo and conditioner, or maybe I need help with a real more traditional customer service use case, like booking my trip on a website, and I need a little additional accessible help on that use case.
Thanks.
Fantastic. All right, Katie, you're next.
Hi. Does the app require signal or Wi-Fi, or can it operate outside of that?
It can operate with just cellular data as well as Wi-Fi. It does not need to be connected to Wi-Fi, but of course, some type of signal will be needed. Now, we are exploring certain partnerships where maybe localized data can be inputted depending on the connectivity. But at this point, you do need at least some type of cellular data to make that connection onto Be My Eyes.
Great question. Okay, we have 1 minute left, so let's go to Jake.
Yes, hi. So just to let you know, why I invited them, and I want full disclosure, I'm also an angel investor in this. And why I did so is because we are working with them to basically geofence destinations, entire cities, where anyone that uses the app can basically access this chat GTP version of it while they're there. So this means that destinations can actually promote to the blind community that that they can basically have somebody help them through a chat GTP to basically navigate, because navigation is the big issue, and navigate in ways that we just saw on this great video. So anyway, thank you, Joe, for coming in with this. So
Absolutely.
Such a neat product. Every time I see it, I'm always so impressed. You've done such a great job with it, really. So